Hello and good morning.
Good morning, guys. How's it going?
We are very excited today. We are exploring the Cabot Trail and everything that it has to offer.
Yeah, we got in late last night, so we weren't able to get our park passes yet. So we're heading to the visitor center and get our park passes, and then we're gonna head back up the trail and go check out Skyline Trail. We got a beautiful day today, not a cloud in the sky, perfect weather. So we're gonna go hike down to the end there, explore it, and see what else we get into today.
Yeah, and as you can see, Lily is building some awesome little rock towers behind us. So she's having a blast. So we're having a wonderful time so far in Cape Breton, and we feel like there's lots more to explore. So we're going to get to it.
Have a great day.
This one, all the way down to Stable Rock.
This beautiful area that we were was right off the Cabot Trail here in Cape Breton, and you'll see it's just a short drive to the visitor center. The visitor center is amazing. They are extremely knowledgeable about everything within the national park here, and it is absolutely stunning. They have a great gift shop, so if you're looking for those souvenirs, t-shirts, things like that, this is your spot. On our way back up to the Skyline Trail, we saw lots of other trailhead signs, so there are tons of different hiking opportunities. It's just that the Skyline Trail is the most notable because of the incredible views at the end. We wanted to do a time-lapse video to show the terrain and what you can expect for the entire trail. We did the shorter trail of the two because we do have a little one, but we had not seen any other videos that showcased the different terrain that you can expect within this trailhead. We were very pleased with how smooth the trail was. There was not a lot of stairs until you got to the end. There was a wonderful lookout tower about 3/4 of the way down the trail. We encountered some beautiful birds and different wildlife throughout the trail, and there was beautiful places to stop and take a break and just have some water and enjoy the views along the way. Wow, there are absolutely no words to describe this feeling when you get to this part of the trail. It just opens up to the most beautiful, expansive views. This is where the stairs begin, and this is pretty much how the rest of the trail is at this point. There are amazing landings that you can stop, enjoy a nice lunch on benches here, and just really take in the views. They really did pay attention to the feeling that you have here and just gave you lots of opportunities to really take it in. These stairs are not steep by any means. They are just a nice gradual decline throughout this area.
Can't believe how pretty it is here in Nova Scotia. It makes us want to cry so much because of how beautiful it is.
Given the warning at the visitor center that we got before we headed out to the trail, they did let us know that we could encounter large crowds and that they may be unable to let us in because they only allow so many people on the trail at a time. We were really surprised at how few crowds we actually encountered. We weren't sure if that's because there are the two separate trails that lead to the same beautiful ending, but we really enjoyed the fact that we could walk all the way down and enjoy these absolutely beautiful and serene views and kind of feel like we had the place to ourselves.
Mommy,
Mm-hmm.
come over here. There's a rock that looks like a turtle.
It does look like a turtle. And there's the Cabot Trail. That's the main road you use to get up here to be able to hike the Skyline Trail.
Breeze is beautiful.
The weather's absolutely perfect today. We're just finishing up the Skyline Trail. We just walked down all the steps and it was so wonderful. It is such a gorgeous day. It is the, what is it, the 25th of August?
Yeah, 25th of August.
Oh my gosh, we're only on day 2 here and we're having just the best time. So the 25th of August and it is 25 Celsius, and which is 78 Fahrenheit for all of our
It's
US
absolutely
friends.
perfect out. You got just a little bit of a breeze, but it's perfect like short sleeve, even shorts, you'd be fine.
It's wonderful. So definitely do not miss the Skyline Trail. If you are coming up to Cape Breton and enjoying this gorgeous Cabot Trail, we're going to show you some more, and I hope you enjoy. We just completed the awesome hike on the Skyline Trail. It is further than you think it is. So if you're not a hiker, definitely think about that. It is 4 miles long or 6.5 kilometers for the whole loop. So that is a shorter loop. If you wanted to take the longer loop, I can't remember what the measurement was on that. I think it was like maybe a kilometer or 2 longer, was it? That. Something like that. But it was great. It was totally worth it. But if you're not a big hiker, and I did also, we did a time-lapse video as well, so you can kind of see the terrain and things like that. It was by no means a strenuous hike. It was just long. So if you are looking for an awesome thing to do on the Cabot Trail, definitely check out the Skyline Trail.
The view for sure is worth it. Once in a lifetime view.
Absolutely.
At the end, so
it was the most beautiful view I know I've ever seen in my entire life. So it's definitely worth taking the time and going out and doing the Skyline Trail. It took us a little bit longer as well because we do have a 7-year-old with us, so we had to take more stops and breaks and things like that. So if you don't have that, you might go a little faster as well. So we are headed to Meat Cove.
Now.
I think we're gonna go to Meat Cove now. So we'll pick up with you later and see more adventures.
It was quite a drive out here, and on the way, we actually got to see a whale watching excursion that you can take within Cape Breton. We had thought about it, but we had one booked for Briar Island already, and you're going to be seeing that in an upcoming video. But when we came around the corner to see the water, there was a boat there that had about 10 different pilot whales and dolphins all around the boat. I'm not sure if you're going to have an opportunity to see as many humpbacks up here, but the water was so calm. It was definitely tempting to go ahead and take this whale watching excursion. And I know a lot of them are offered in the Pleasant Bay area, which is where we were staying off the Cabot Trail.
All right, up we go.
Maybe it is.
Let's see. You can already hear the water.
At the waterfall.
Here we are. Watch your step, Lily.
That was literally so short.
I know.
Oh wait, guys. There's
Wow,
more
it's really
down
pretty. So pretty, Lily. Look at this. Wow. Oh my God, it's so pretty.
there. Going to water.
Let's go up with it.
Yay, Daddy.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
Let's play on the
We
rock.
noticed at the other waterfalls we've seen this time of year that there's not a ton of volume of water in them just because by rainfall and everything else. But this is absolutely stunning.
Lava. Okay, Daddy.
Look at that. And it's literally a minute walk from where you park your car, so it's very convenient. That's some of the complaints I've heard, like about Egypt Falls, things like that. It's just more of a bit of a hike. But if you're wanting to do something that's a quick payoff, definitely stop here along your way.
Oh, there's tiny shrimp. Did they bite you? I thought those on me. I was so scared.
It is so beautiful.
Oh, it actually doesn't kind of work.
Careful.
Off for day 3, and we are on the road bright and early, headed to the Highland Village Museum in Cape Breton as well. This was a truly immersive experience, and it really helped you feel the Gaelic culture as it was hundreds of years ago. It is a true living museum experience, and you can see costumed animators demonstrating traditional skills like weaving, quilting. We even got to meet the Clydesdale horse, Maya Regine. If you get the experience, go into the barn, and the gentlemen who were there were super sweet and gave us a tour, and we even got to see Alexander Graham Bell's wagon, which was really cool. So definitely take advantage of that. Everybody there really enjoyed sharing the culture and the experience with us, so be sure to be super interactive with them and they will give it right back. It was wonderful. Your journey begins walking up the path to an actual traditional Scottish home that was of the time period prior to arriving in Nova Scotia. It was really interesting to hear the reasoning behind the move from Scotland to Nova Scotia, which actually means New Scotland.
This is from 1770 to 1830.
Scotland.
Hey, Lily, wait. This is beautiful.
I'm just showing these folks the box bed. You're smelling the peat. We burn peat here in the fire, so that's what you're smelling. You know, we don't have any trees here in Barra, so we have to dig the peat to burn. My husband and I are going to go soon. Our 3 sons and their families went a couple of years ago, so we're going to follow them. Most people, there's a lot of people on the islands here who have gone. You know, because we can never own our lands here. We can only be a tenant. But they promised people, you know, if you're a married man, you can have 200 acres, and a single man can have 100 acres to own in Nova Scotia and Cape Breton.
Wow.
So, you know, that's a real incentive for people to go.
Yes.
Because here we can, if a rabbit jumped in that pot, we couldn't eat it because technically it belongs to the landlord.
Oh.
Look how beautiful this is. The structure itself is really pretty.
Margine in there for that.
Okay.
Nice. Want to say hi, Margine?
Yeah.
Wow, look at this. Goodness.
That's a hearse.
Yeah.
Don't want to go for a ride in that one.
No. We don't want to go for a ride on that one.
Not one ride in that one.
Look here, Lily.
And the yellow and blue one is actually Alexander Graham Bell's wagon.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Fancier limousine style.
I know.
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah.
That's an upgraded ride there. That's
Very fancy, yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. You know who Clydesdale?
Clydesdale, yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's huge.
Meet her. There you go.
Isn't she beautiful?
I think he likes me.
Mm-hmm.
I've literally never seen a Clydesdale in real life, honey.
Yeah.
This is amazing. She's so big. Look how
I
big
think
she's.
he likes
You know why these horses are so big? Because they pull out.
Mhm. Got the big horse to pull a big wagon.
That's
I think
amazing.
I think he felt me.
Yeah. Yeah, she's sweet. And she gets quite the view, doesn't she?
No.
This
Yeah.
is like the
Look at that.
oh.
There she is, Lily.
This is Morak. I'm Morak. Morak ben Hamish O'Ginian. I'm the wife of Seamus, son of Hugh, son of John. And well, right now we're more settled than we were 10 years ago when we arrived. It was 1825 when we left Barra, the island of Barra, and we came ashore into Pictou. It took 10 weeks to get here. They told us it would be 5 or 6 weeks. We were 10 weeks on the water. And when we came into Pictou, we had to hire a man in a small boat to take us on to Cape Breton because we knew that Seamus's brother, my husband's brother Angus, he had come to Cape Breton several years before we did.
Yeah. Now, you take that needle. I'll show you first, and then you can do the next one. You take that needle and push it in like that, and you take this thread and wrap it around the needle, and in like that, and you make a loop on that needle that way.
Okay.
Now, can you try and do it?
Let me see if I can do it.
The Highland Village Museum absolutely blew us away, and it was a definite must-see. It's about 2.5 hours from where we were staying in Pleasant Bay, but it was really nice to be able to see different parts of Cape Breton, which is what we came to do. On our way back towards Pleasant Bay, we did stop at the Groovy Goat, and it was so much fun. If you are wanting to stay in this area, they also offer accommodations, but our favorite part was, of course, seeing the awesome animals, and you can also get some fresh homemade gelato.
Hello. Oh, look at them.
I got the chicken.
Oh, they're so cute. Hi, guys. Hi, little chicken. Hi.
Oh,
Oh my God,
that,
they're so
that must
cute.
be where.
Hi, Bets.
Right? It must belong in there.
Yeah.
Oh no. Here comes the goat. Hello. He likes me, I think. I want to pet the baby one.
Oh, look at his little tiny face. Oh my God, you're the cutest little goat I've ever seen in my life.
At the Groovy Goat, they had a fantastic souvenir shop as well that had homemade soaps, gelato, t-shirts, and fun things like that. So if you're looking for something that's really unique and different, definitely be sure to stop in and check it out. This was definitely a busy spot. People really enjoyed it here. On the way back, we stopped at Brook Cove Beach, which also featured one of the famous Cape Breton red Adirondacks.
We're on the Cabot Trail here in the Highlands National Park of Cape Breton, and we have had 3 full nights here, which was absolutely wonderful. We really needed it to be able to see and do everything that we wanted to do. We stayed at the Highland Glamping, right?
Yeah, Highland Glamping in the Starcraft. trailer.
We were in the Starcraft camper, which was very nice. It had everything we needed. We were not looking for anything fancy here. We just wanted to be able to have a great place to lay our heads at night after long days of adventuring. And we have a pickup truck, which we highly recommend. And it was not purposeful for the reason of we wanted to have a pickup truck for Cape Breton or anything like that. It was when we were searching for rates and, you know, availability of what was, you know, great. We actually booked it about probably, I would say, 7 months ago. And I'm glad we did, because they were limited on cars by the time we got to, pickup time. So we actually got a great rate for 2 weeks. It was about $1,400 US, 1,400.
Truck was actually cheaper than the car, wasn't it?
Truck was far cheaper than any vehicle that was on there. So we're in a Dodge Ram Sport pickup truck, which is amazing. We've actually had this truck the last few times when we were doing our renovations because we needed it. But this truck has really come in handy in Cape Breton. A lot of the roads are very rough, especially if you go out to Meat Cove. It's like 9 kilometers of just pothole roads, gravel roads. So definitely, if you have like a sedan, it's going to have a tough time getting through some of these areas. So keep that in mind when you're booking your car selection. So yes, we have all of our luggage in here, so we don't have it rolling around the back. But we definitely had a fantastic time. Some of my highlights, of course, the Skyline Trail was just incredible. Once again, that was a beautiful hike. It was a beautiful walk. Took us a little bit longer because we do have Lily with us, so we had to take several breaks, things like that. But it was wonderful, and the views were unbeatable. You will never see anything like it in your life. And we really and truly enjoyed that one a lot. What did you enjoy the most?
Yeah, Skyline Trail, and then White Point. We drove out to White Point yesterday. It was actually recommended to us by the Airbnb host we were staying at.
Yes, thank you, Natasha, for that. Yeah, that was great.
It was a really nice little quintessential Nova Scotia fishing town with amazing views. So we really enjoyed that. And then, as for the Cabot Trail itself, we did end up driving basically the whole entire trail. We personally definitely like the east side way better than the west side. The east side's got a lot more of the picturesque views.
Absolutely. Like if you're only giving yourself like a day or two in Cabot, in the Cabot Trail area, definitely hang to the east side as you're coming into the Highlands National Park. It is wonderful. It is beautiful. That we stopped at the overlook several times. Like even though we were going through there daily, we're like, pull over, this looks different today because of the sun and how all the weather was. We had incredible weather the entire time. That is our highlight so far from Cape Breton. We are so excited to move on to our next part of our trip. We're excited to take you with us. We are going to Halifax. We are kind of breaking up the trip a little bit between here and Shelburne because it is about almost 8 hours with stops, things like that. So we wanted to go ahead and kind of split that up. So we're going to be staying in Halifax tonight, just to be able to kind of go by some shops and things that we were wanting to do on the way back to the cottage to pick up a couple things. So yeah, we might stop by the public gardens maybe while we're there if the weather's nice tonight.
By Peggy's Cove.
Yeah, we have Peggy's Cove for sure, because I think you and me have been, but I don't think Lily has been by the Peggy's Cove before.
Stopped by
it was a very quick stop last time, so we're gonna go explore that a little bit because we haven't had a chance to this trip so far. So we're excited to do that. So we'll probably hit that on the way down to the cottage day after tomorrow. So we'll take you with us and hope you're enjoying our adventures.
Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more Nova Scotia adventures.